how to boost your income. So this is the part 2 series of the first video that I made. If you've not watched that video, I've given a link below. You can go ahead and watch the video. So before I move to the second video, I just wanted to recap the first video so that if anything, I can connect the dot and explain in detail. So let me share my screen and explain or recap my first video. So in my first video, I discussed about how the wealth distribution had happened or using the 80-20% rule. So this is the word 7 billion wealth distribution. And if you clearly see the 80% of the people are having 20% of the wealth and the top 20% of the people are having 80% of the wealth. So what makes this 20% people the where they are or why 80% of the people are currently struggling or where they are fall into the trap of rat race. If you see the way the top 20% are working is entirely different from the how the 80% of the population are working. So if you see the top 20% entirely acts differently, like the way they think, with the way they plan, the way they act is entirely opposite to the 80% of the people who just fall into the trap of daily routine. So this is the one point I discussed. The second point that I discussed in the video was the three secrets. The three secrets are to get the financial freedom or to increase your income was get money, manage money, and multiply money. So this is what I discussed in the first video. In current video, let us discuss why people are in current situation, why, and if you can relate to these 3 points, please give a comment. And there might be many other reasons, but I just like pointed out for 3 reasons so that the taking action from the next part will be easy for anyone. So first point I wanted to discuss was the ignorance. If you're into fall into trap of rat race, and if you're in the 80%, this thing the major reason might be the ignorance. There might be, you can call it this as in there is no back support. I don't have a knowledge. I don't have a skill. I've not studied in English medium, or you might given any other reason, whatever current situation you are. But if you're not able to set a goal, or if you're not able to take an action to reach that goal, it's all fall into one and only thing is the ignorance. You're not able to come out of your comfort zone. That might be the part of an ignorance. So this is the first point. The second point I wanted to discuss was the attitude, the belief, or the perception. What belief you carry. If you want to take an action today, or say for tomorrow, if you want to take an action on the three secret that I discussed, do you have a belief? Do you have an attitude to learn from anyone and everyone who are successful and implement their knowledge and the skills in your current actual like daily activity? If you are able to spend that 20% of your 24 hour in like setting your goal and trying to reach that goal, it will be always like it is easy for you to reach that goal. If you're having an ignorance to learn from people who are successful, if you have a belief system, or if you have a perception that you can't do anything with what you are in your life, then that will decide like where currently you are in fallen into trap of rat race. The third point I wanted to discuss is the most important thing, the cause effect, or in a choice and consequence, in other words. See, cause and effect is like what you put across will come back to you. So that is what in simple term I can explain. Or if you want an explanation, like there are 11 player in cricket team, in Indian team. If you consider the way the Virat Kohli as an attitude, the way he practiced, the net practice, the attitude that he shows on the field, it shows in his income level. The way the Sachin Tendulkar, the hard work, the effort, and the like what he wanted to achieve, it's all because the cause or the like choice that he took in a net practice or the hard work that he put in, it will definitely come back as a consequence. So are you into like, if you want to take your financial income to the next level, are you ready to put this choice in place so that it will affect you or it will give you a good consequence? So this is one point. So continuing with this point, I just wanted to add a second point. This is called as in like second order consequence. So for an example, take one example of what I've done. I recently took my like Geo Fiber Net. With that plan, what I add is I got a Netflix, I add an Amazon Prime, add an another 9 app which is given as a free. So after taking that app, what is happening is my, because I spend so much on my internet, why not I use that in watching the Netflix, Amazon Prime? So what happened? I've just spent the money on internet. Apart from that, the amount of time I'm spending on watching the Netflix or Amazon, so it's called in second order consequence. Before I, if I'm not taken the Geo Fiber Net or if I'm not opted for that 9 app, then I would have saved that money. I would have invested that time into learning new things or following the successful people in what they are currently doing. So this is the three aspects that I wanted to bring on before I could go to the next point of how to, like if I have to talk about like get money, manage money or multiply money. In my coming videos, I'll be talking more about in from your current position, how can you go ahead and start earning more money. So thank you and keep watching the video. I'll be and if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. And thank you for watching.